right, we're gonna have a lot going on this morning at one time. While I'm doing this Zoom with you guys, I am also going to be shooting it for my YouTube channel later, so if you need to go back and review some of it. So everybody make sure that your mics are muted. I won't be calling on anyone today because I'm not comfortable with people hearing your names out there on my YouTube channel, even though probably nobody ever looks at it hardly anyway. It's not like I'm popular on YouTube. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So make sure that you are on page 104 in your workbook. And I'm gonna give you just a second to get to that page, and then we're gonna just start discussing that. It should be showing you a number line, and then it's asking you to just estimate, just by looking at that number line, what do you think the number in that box could be? So if I was going to be doing this, the first thing that I would do is I would look and see what my beginning and my ending numbers were. So on our number line, we have a 0, and then it goes all the way up to 5. So the first thing I would do is just kind of eyeball it and see about how many because I should be able to get 4 in here. So I would have a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So I can get about that many in my number line. So if I was wanting to make an estimate, I can see now that this is not quite up to the 2. So a good estimate is if I had, we know for a low, because it asks us what's something that we think could possibly too low. I know that 1/2 would be too low because 1/2 would fall somewhere in here. So I know it's not 1/2. And then it asks us for something that's too high. I know that 6 is too high because it doesn't even go, my graph doesn't even go up to a 6. So I know that's too high. So now that I've drawn my hashtags, my marks in between there, I know that about right would be 2 for about right. But when I look at it, it's not all the way up to a 2. So that's when we start thinking of it in fractions. We know it is past the 1. So we do know that it's at least 1. And then it's really close to our 1. And if we do things like on our ruler, we typically have, the little marks in between on our rulers. So if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in between, I can say that this is about 1 and 5, 6. We're not quite up to the 2, but we are showing, we know we had at least the 1 whole part.